It's time to spice up your lazy spaghetti dinner nights. Lazy doesn't have to mean bland or boring. Kirkland meatballs from Costco are by far my favorite frozen meatballs. Hearty, flavorful, and ready in 20 minutes. Set the oven to 375 and pop them in once it's heated up. Get your water boiling when that starts. For sauce, we're going to go with Rao's plain marinara sauce. Rao's is a bit more expensive, but it's absolutely worth it. I grew up on Ragu and Prego, but that stuff is so sugary and doesn't taste like real spaghetti sauce. I've come to really dislike it now that I've started cooking for myself and making my own sauces. But this is lazy night, so we're not making our own sauce here. Just seasoning that you can jar up and use for the next few months worth of spaghetti. Grab a mixing bowl. Combine 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, 1.5 tablespoons of basil, a little more than half a tablespoon of parsley, a little more than half a tablespoon of rosemary, a little less than 1 teaspoon of thyme, a little less than 1 teaspoon of sage, 2 teaspoons of freshly cracked black pepper, 1/8 teaspoons of MSG. I know, it's not actually bad for you. It's in the Parmesan cheese that you're probably going to add onto this already, so get over it. I pick it up in these food enhancer bottles. They're just straight MSG. 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. A pinch of fennel. This is the secret seasoning to make pasta and pizza dishes have that extra goodness. Those are the little seed things we would pick off Totino's pizzas as kids and eat directly. They're great. Combine and stir well to distribute evenly. Garlic and onion powder want to separate, so you got to keep it mixed. Jar this for later. We're only going to need about 1.5 tablespoons for this 1 pot of spaghetti. While all this is going, I break out my frozen bread slices. Grab those clearance bread loaves from your local grocery store, immediately slice them and freeze them in Ziploc baggies with the date on them, and you have bread for garlic bread or other bready things for months. I make my own garlic compound butter for this, but normal butter and some spices could work too. Thaw the bread in the toaster oven by heating it up a little bit, flip, heat some more until the core is no longer solid. Pull out the meatballs. Oh yeah, juicy. Nice. Test the noodles for doneness. Once they're close but not quite there, grab a 1 cup measuring cup and pull out about half a cup of pasta water. Careful to not get burned by the steam while you're doing this. Once the noodles are done, drain and add the Rao's sauce. Use centrifugal force to get it all out. Then pour a little bit of that reserved pasta water in the jar. I grew up using tap water for this, but no. You want the starchy water from the pasta to help the water bind with the sauce and emulsify the sauce to better stick to the noodles. Lid goes on the jar, shake it to loosen up any stuck sauce, and then add it to the pot. Stir to distribute evenly, and then add about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of our new seasoning mixture. I did a little less than 1.5 here. Turned out great. Stir well to combine, then add in the meatballs to get those mixed in and soaking in the sauce. Temperature back on between low and medium to get everything warming together. About this time, I put my garlic butter on the bread. Since it was still frozen, I couldn't spread it much, but that's okay. It'll melt in the toaster oven and distribute itself. Back in the toaster oven while the sauce heats, and boom, a far more flavorful, enjoyable, and hearty spaghetti dinner that, once you have the seasoning stocked up, doesn't require any extra work. Take a bite of that. Whew, that's good. Look at that plate. Delicious. And lazy.